So interesting to see whether we see a similar style to that first game where we saw a lot of ball movement early. Both teams have some big bodies, of course, as Howick now make an early break down the right-hand side. A little bit of footwork, steps back in. He probably regrets that one. Runs straight into a big body there.
The number 8 for Glenora playing in the centres has got a wee bit of size to him, Corey.
So a little kick in there, takes a rebound. It's not played at, but they're keen to keep it alive here at Howick. 40 metres out from the line, head back infield. Shift out towards the right now, a little bit of footwork here. Goes down the right edge, Nick Wilson with the little dummy, the show and the go. 20 metres out from the line, Howick on the attack. And Glenora safely defused that one, so they're going to get their first use of the ball now. They take it forward, and Troy, you mentioned the size of some of these Glenora boys. Of course, that was a feature of theirs last year, wasn't it? Huge forward pack, and off the back of that, the likes of Aaron Booth and Zach Tippins were able to make the most of it.
Yeah, I thought Phil Kingy had a great season as well. You know, he really stood up during the 2017 season, and he was rewarded for his efforts, and I'm picking he's going to be really hard to play against in the season coming up before us. So looking forward to seeing him go around this year as well.
So Glenora now just go over halfway. Ball out the back a little bit sloppy. Ueli picks it up.
Showing good strength there too.
Ball out the back here, and now it's on all of a sudden for Glenora. But the ball is picked off, and Howick now turn defence into attack. We do apologise, there's a number 2 on the field, but I believe it's Kirk McGregor. And to the bottom of the ruck now, Jethro Friend. Jethro, one of the best players in the SAS Fox Memorial competition again last year. Tackling machine, regularly making 30 to 40 tackles a game, and adds plenty in attack as well. Glenora scrambling well, gets the ball out the back. Here we go. It's going to be the first try of the game, I think, to Howick. And it looks like it's Nick Wilson, I believe, that's gone over. We wait for confirmation on that one. But a good start there for the Howick Hornets. A couple of the little men causing some real troubles out on the edges for Glenora there.
Yeah, they did well. They shifted at both sides of the field and managed to execute really well over on that far side and come up with the points, Corey. And again, got to say, it's a fabulous day down here for rugby league, folks. So if you are a fan, come down, join us. Free admission down here at the Hibiscus Coast Raiders. And the kick is waved away as Howick now come back and get set for the restart.
So 4-0, Howick take the lead in this one. And Glenora in no hurry to reset here. Taking their time, having a little breather. I think we've lost the student football as well. So we wait to get back underway here. Some real quality in this Howick Hornets team. We mentioned Jethro Friend, former New Zealand residence player, Counties Manukau player. We've also got George Edwards there, who has represented both of those teams as well. And won the Fox with Papakura a couple of years ago. There's a fumble, and that is exactly what Howick are after. So this is an aggressive start from the Hornets. They're going to play the ball now 30 metres out from the line.
Really? He's called that as a knock on. You just touched on Jethro. You know, you're right, class player, class act, and he's out there at the moment directing all the traffic, and he's just non-stop on the chat, mate. He's doing really well, you know, rallying the troops.
And of course, pretty good genetics, the Friend family, of course, son of Clayton.
Oh, Carlo Park, diehard, that man.
That's right, a great rugby league family, of course. A big shout out to Kathy Friend, who I'm sure will be watching on as well today, as Howick now come out towards this left edge. It's on here, and they're pressing them hard, so Howick pushed up against the line. Little dart out of dummy half there, and that is beautiful from the Hornets, nicely executed. And that is the try. We wait for confirmation on the number on that one. Didn't quite catch it as he crashed over. We're going to catch it on the Sportsafe ARL replay. Jethro Friend, you can see there just a little bit of deception at the bottom of the ruck. Pointing to the right, goes left. And then from there, it's a shift. Nicely played by Roberts. The footwork. And then from here, it's just nicely summed up. And the try scorer there is the number 16, Troy Pulipaki, who crashes over from dummy half. The kick is away to the left, and the score remains Howick Hornets 8, Glenora Bears 0. Game 2 of the 2018 Sportsafe ARL Nines.
You know, as they all taking their conversion kicks, Corey, you know, a lot of the players here today are opting for the drop kick. And you're just having to wonder, you know, at some point later on into the stage play of rounds, is those 2 points could be, you know, vital for them to winning the game or losing. So it'll be interesting to see how we go as we get down to the business end of the day. And they're waiting for... And I've just stepped in and helped out with the Steedon football being kicked in a massive hoof.
We're having a few issues with the ball availability early on today. But back underway we go, and it's a short one. This one should be a little easier for Glenora to take. It takes a bounce, and again, it's a contested ball, and that's poor from Glenora there. You got to meet that one on the full.
Well, I think that's, I know, they've managed to clean it up.
Yeah, they very nearly cost themselves possession there. It is cleaned up in the end by Tyrone Carden. They ruck the ball out now, heading forward. Good line speed from Howick. They meet him. 25 metres off the line now. Plenty of talk going on from this Howick team in defence as well. Ball comes out the back. We really haven't seen Glenora have a good run in attack, so let's see if they can complete this set and get into some good ball situations. Carden again at dummy half.
Just looking
goes left edge. It's a terrible pass. There's no one there, and they've lost 5 metres on that one. They make a little bit of it back, and all of a sudden they're back to where they started out there on the left edge. Glenora going nowhere in a hurry. Shift the ball here now. They've got numbers if they can get the ball there early. Breaks the tackle here. It's got to go right, and it does indeed go right. Here we go. Glenora into the corner. Pins the ears back. Not going to catch him. And Glenora will hit back with a try in the corner to Anton Harrison. And a nicely executed right side shift there. And then from there, Harrison pins the ears back. No one was catching him, and they score in the corner as the siren for the other field goes in the background. So a nice reply there from Glenora, Troy.
Yes, absolutely. I was just about to say, mate, the water runners will be very busy today. You know, the heat down here is certainly going to warm up. There's not a cloud in the sky, just a fabulous day for a rugby league. And especially if you're a Nines fan, you know, get down here to the Sportsafe Nines. And that kick is waved away as they are now breaking. And they'll have a wee bit of a team chat at halftime. What do you think the conversation will be for the Bears at halftime, Corey?
Well, I think just complete some sets, because I think that was probably the first set we saw them complete, and they found points at the end of it. So I think for Glenora, the real thing is just respect the ball. For Howick, well, I think they'll be very happy with that. Their little fella's causing some real issues for this Glenora team in and around the ruck. Zippy little players.
Yep, more of the same for them, mate.
So we prepare to get back underway in this first half. There can't be long to go in this first half. I actually thought it was half-time before, Troy, but straight back into it. So must have a couple of seconds left. We do apologise for the lack of clock. On our scoreboard again, we mentioned some teething problems as we start the season here. And of course, what a season it's going to be. We're going to be bringing you games from every angle this year. Every premiership competition covered, as well as the SAS College Rugby League. So Howick head down at the right edge, back towards the middle of the park. Sloppy pass, but well reeled in. A little bit of footwork there at the line.
A little bit sloppy at the play of the ball. We've got an extra ball on the field, so somebody might kick that off for us.
Nice little ball back inside there from McGregor. It's going to be a penalty for a high shot. Prendergrass taps and goes, hands it off. Siren goes in the background. R4 takes it to the sticks, and that will do us. The Howick Hornets taken 8-4 lead over the Glenora Bears. That is the first half of the second game, 2018 Sportsafe ARL Nines. We'll be back in a few minutes. So welcome back. We're getting ready now to start the second half of game 2 here. Howick holding a slim lead. They started the game on fire. Glenora hit back. I think it was their first completed set. They found points at the end of it. A big welcome to everyone who's just joining us today. Of course, we are bringing you 19 games live and free on aucklandleague.co.nz. We're into game 2 now between SAS Fox Memorial Premiership Heavyweights, the Howick Hornets and the Glenora Bears. And it is going to be Howick who get us back underway here. Looks like Jethro Friend is going to restart the game. We mentioned some of the quality on display in the Howick team. Plenty in the Glenora side as well. Of course, Caleb Ueli, son of Ross, famous league family out south. Shane Hannum in the squad as well. Bernard Chase added plenty in that first half as well. So a good quality game here, and it is a low kick to get us back underway from Howick, fielded by Glenora. 40 off their own line now. They need to start commanding this middle of the park. Here's a little bit of footwork, a nice little fend from Hannum. 40 off the line. Glenora move forward, a little bit of footwork there from Jacob Ackley.
I was just about to say, Corey, I've been across that park 5 times now, and it's rock hard.
Inside the 10, I think, is the call there, and it's going to be a Glenora penalty. And in fact, I think he's got him for obstruction there, so Howick are going to get the ball back. Jethro Friend on the ball. Howick in no rush. Looks like they may be setting something up here. And they're going to kick for touch. Get every little bit of yardage they can.
There's a handy kick too.
So they're going to start this set 20 metres off the line. Here come Howick. Glenora, they need to stand tall here. I do apologise for the graphic on our screen, which says first half. It is indeed the second half. Howick now take the ball forward right in front of the Sportsafe ARL bolsters. Jethro Friend wants a penalty, nothing forthcoming. Heads out towards the left, hands it off to a big bumping carry there, and he'll go all the way. That is a fantastic hit up there from Nick Wilson, who has been named in the number 17 jersey, but that is him in the number 15. And Nick Wilson, I believe that is his second try of the game as well. And just a big bumping carry from the big fella. Of course, when you think Nines, you think little quick fellas, but plenty of room for those big middle forwards in this game as well. Still crucial that you win that middle battle. And Howick, with an excellent start to the second half, they take this out to a 12-4 lead. Kick to come. And it's going to be Jordan Papa who puts it over from in front. So Howick Hornets 14, Glenora Bears 4. Second half, Sportsafe ARL Nines. So Howick with a short kick, which is not going to go anywhere near the 10. And we're going to get a penalty at the end of all that. So Glenora with the ball, and away we go. It's going to be a quick play by the look of it. They're lining up. The big fellas want to hit up here. And it is going to be Ueli who takes it forward. Big bumping carry there, met by Jethro Friend. 40 metres out from the line now. Here come Glenora. Quick play the ball. They turn him back inside there. A little bit of deception there. Big contact there. No, they go to the left edge. Howick scrambling well, though. It was Sky O'Brien on that occasion, wearing the brunt of it. Back towards the middle they come. Nice footwork. Back inside now. Almost got the handoff, and they had numbers there to Glenora. But they dodge a bullet, the Howick Hornets.
Great dummy. He stole some metres there.
So Glenora now burrow out a dummy half. It's knocked on.
Let's just see if we can pick up a wee bit of ref's audio. Where something new we're trying this year.
Wait.
And
So
just as we
Howick-
say that, the referee doesn't say anything.
That's right. Just when you want him to talk, he goes quiet, but Howick get us back underway here. And boy, they have been impressive so far, have Sean Clark's Hornets. A little bit of footwork there. Goes out the back's a scrappy pass, and I think there's going to be a knock-on in there somewhere. So Glenora will get the ball, and they need a try here, and they need one in a bit of a hurry. 20 metres out from the line, Glenora, away they go. They take it forward there, nice little carry. And the ball stripped out, I think. We're going to get a penalty here for Glenora. So back-to-back uses of the ball. Can they wear this team down? And can they find a result at the end of it? They're set heavy out towards the left here, and it looks like a little bit of a set play. Maybe on the offing here.
He's
As
just had a
referee
word.
gets-
He wants the Hornet boys to be on the line.
So tap and go it is. I think it's Shane Hannum who has crashed over. We wait for confirmation from our referee. It is indeed a try. So Glenora with a great response there. We wait for confirmation of the number. It is the 17 for Glenora, Bernard Chase. Or Chase Bernard, I should say.
They'll be happy with the start in the second period. Be a lot of rotating of the players too today, Corey, due to the heat.
Kick is good, so Glenora all of a sudden right back in this one. 14 points to 10. It is a 4-point ball game as we enter the back half of the second half. Troy, you mentioned obviously the toll on the players in this heat. A lot of clubs have bought their full complement, but I think the Papakura Sea Eagles have bought only the 14 players, so potentially that will play a part at the back end of the day as well. In the meantime, Howick get us back underway.
Big hit.
Good carry forward there from Afor.
He tried to milk a penalty there. Young Jethro playing on.
So Howick now look out towards this left edge. A little bit of room there, but well covered by Glenora. Quick dart out of dummy half. Now they head down this left edge. They've got numbers here. Howick, if they can execute it, has to step back inside and does so wisely. Dre Roberts there with a little break down the side. Friend into dummy half. Wants to quick play the ball. Dummies. Goes himself. Look out. Jethro Friend. Look out. Hands the ball off. And I think there's going to be a forward pass in there. Unlucky there for the Howick Hornets. It was a clever heads-up play by Jethro Friend. But it's going to be Glenora who get their hands back on the ball. So we're entering the final stages of this one. Glenora kick for touch. And now for Glenora, it's about getting down the other end as quickly as possible and trying to hit back here. Howick holding on to that 4-point lead. And it starts with Suapo in the middle. Two-man tackle from the Hornets. Back towards the middle of the park. Bernard. Right on halfway, there's the siren for the other field in the background if you pick that one up, which means we're in the dying exchanges as well. A little show, a little go. They need a try here. Do the Glenora Bears. It may be do or die. Last tackle now, I think it is. Ball out the back now. They spread out towards the left edge. Here we go. A little bit of footwork. They need to keep the ball alive. Do the Bears.
Tackle 4, we hear from the field.
Ueli shifts it on. Hannum out
Really?
towards this right edge here. Looping ball in over the top. Have they got the numbers here? Glenora goes for the corner. Has to keep it in. Has gone out, and that might well be the game. Howick Hornets, if they can complete this next set, may well hold on here. It was a valiant effort from the Glenora Bears, but just taken into touch there. And boy, the young fella Ueli, he's a big unit already. The number 10, of course, we saw him in action for Avondale College a few years ago, Troy, in the SAS College Rugby League.
Yeah, he's done very well, you know, and playing topside here back in the Sportsafe Nines, and I think the older brother's still involved with the NRL and comes from great stock and great coaching father, Ross Ueli.
Yeah, that's right, Braden. Of course, signing across to the Cronulla Sharks this year. And hoping to see some NRL action. Got a little taste at the end of last year. So back to it we go. Here we go. There's a little missed tackle there, and Glenora, they are going to get their equaliser and potentially are going to kick for the lead here. Lovely little bit of footwork there. We didn't quite catch the number.
You just got to think how important those conversion kicks are. I mean, I know we've seen a few guys, drop goaling from out here on the sides, and this is going to determine whether they take the W or not.
So, the kick for the win, or are we going to have our first draw of the day? It's going to be Cardin, I think, who attempts the kick from in front of the sticks. And Glenora look like stealing an unlikely victory. Hits it okay. Flags are up, and the Glenora Bears win it on the buzzer. 16 points to 14 over the Howick Hornets. And they start their day with a victory. A late victory, a nice try, I think, by Cardin right at the end of the match there. And they get the job done. So well done, Glenora Bears.